Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to learn to draw cherries in a bowl. So for this drawing, what we're going to do is start with simple shapes. And the first one is going to be a gently curved line, just like that. And then we're going to draw another very soft U shape from corner to corner. All right, and then at the bottom of this shape, another gently curving line, much smaller this time, towards the middle, as you can see. And then we're just going to connect. Just start with circle shapes, fill it in. Okay, and they can just overlap one another. No big deal. For some of them, what you're going to do is not complete the circle on top of the bowl. So you'll make the kind of half circle here, and then you're going to connect here. This is going to represent a berry that is sticking out of the bowl ever so slightly, but not sitting on top of it. We're going to keep repeating that sort of half circle shape. I'm just going to also fill in this gap here. We're just going to lightly color towards the right side. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave a little white space right here. So we're just going to fill around that and leave this whole area white. And then we'll just do one simple fill in down here. As you can see, we used only two colors for what we've drawn up to this point. With a red colored pencil, we're going to start by sort of outlining our shapes that we've made so far. And let's start with this one here. I'm going to outline it until we get towards the top, okay? So it's just going to be like a circle until we get towards the top. Then, as we get towards the top, we're going to kind of make a little divot here and here, and then finish out that circle until we reach the next one. Now, we only did the right side of this because this cherry right here is going to be in front. So we want the outline of that one to overlap over top of this one. So we'll repeat this with the rest of them, and remember that perspective-wise, some of them are going to be in front of others. So you can follow my lead exactly, or you can kind of decide how you want to layer these. So now with that done, what we're going to do is draw a little curved line, very small, towards the top of each cherry. It's kind of like a little smile on a smiley face. We are going to scribble in color towards the right-hand side of the cherry. So you can follow my lead here. I'm using big kind of circle oval scribbles to fill in. We're going to just add a little bit more scribbles. Our light source is coming from over here, so we're going to kind of leave, say, a little circle of light pink within each of the cherries. But around that, we're going to just kind of scribble in that red. There's really no wrong way to do this. We're just being loose with it and letting the scribbles kind of lead the way. Now I've got this kind of dark maroon sort of color, and so we're going to follow that same sort of pattern along the right side of each cherry and add some outline. And where it touches the bowl, you can add some of that dark red too. Okay. And we're going to scribble once again. Just really keep it towards that right side and the bottom. Now, I actually want to go back in with my red again and just add a little bit more color. These are looking pretty light, and I definitely want that red color to come through. So I'm just going to scribble in a little darker. Now with a very dark green, we're going to add our stems. And so we can go right from that little kind of smiley face shape that we made here and drag a line up and curve a bit at the top there. And then for each, we can kind of curve them in different directions. And then what we're going to do at the top of the cherry stem is kind of thicken that a little bit, just like that. We'll repeat that process for each one. And then finally what I'm going to do is outline the entire cherry with that dark color, and that includes our little happy face here. This is going to add some contrast to make each shape really stick out individually. Now we can have fun with our bowl and make that pretty. You can use any colors you'd like for this part. Draw some little scalloped or wavy lines around the top edge of the bowl. And then I'm just going to color that in. And with the same color, just going to line the bottom here. And for some final touches, I'm going to grab my gray marker once again and just add a couple layers to darken the outer right edge of the bowl. Now gently with that same blue, I'm just going to make an outline on the right side. And then with a very light blue, I am going to just trace the other side. And last but not least, I like to just add a little bit of scribble with marker towards the right bottom side of the shape to represent a shadow. Going to just scribble a little bit with a very light kind of powdery blue to complete that shadow. So there you have it. There's your completed drawing. If you liked what you saw here, go ahead and like and subscribe for more content like this.